Hey, welcome back to the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, your clarity cultivator and founder of Be Free Project. I help women who are ready to flourish, feel fulfilled, and be free to show up for themselves. I am extremely passionate about community, sisterhood, and personal growth. So if that's your jam, you are in the right place. And now let's get into the show. Hey, BFFs. I am back to bring you another episode of the Girl Be Free podcast. And today is one of those episodes where I'm just here to share my heart. So just flow with me and we will see how this goes. But the title of it is called Growing Pains because that's exactly the space that I'm in right now. I'm in the middle of being stretched and I can feel it internally. And I don't know if anyone can relate, but it's like this shifting that is happening inside and I can just feel it, right? And so I started feeling really emotional while I was at the Rise conference in Toronto this past weekend. And it was a very different experience this time around. So if you heard or have not heard, um, my first experience at Rise in Fort Myers, Florida, make sure you go back and listen to that episode. But this time around, it was really different. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It was a different experience. There was a different energy and I could feel something changing inside of me. And I'm not trying to be super deep or super woo woo, but this is the only way that I can explain how I'm feeling. So just follow along, and if you can relate, let me know on the gram and we can chat about it. But this is the analogy that I'm going to give that kind of brings everything into full perspective. If you've ever been pregnant before, when a woman is in her third trimester, getting towards the end of her pregnancy, she is ready to have the baby. She's in this very uncomfortable state where she feels tight and stretched and uncomfortable, can't get a good night's rest. It's hard to move around and walk around a lot because it's just you're carrying a heaviness like right in your belly, like you're carrying this life and you're ready to meet the baby that you've been carrying for 9 and for some of us 10 months. And so you're ready, you're ready and excited to meet this new life that has been growing inside of you. But then you look down at your belly and you're like, whoa, I have grown life inside of me. And my life and my body has changed so much over the course of the last 9 months. And you begin to feel like you're going to miss being pregnant. You're going to miss that stage of feeling the baby move inside of you. And then also, that your life is going to be different once the baby comes. Like there'll be more responsibility. You will change as a mother, all of that. There's this future version of myself that I'm excited to meet. And I've been fighting my butt off to meet her for a very long time. With all the work that I've been doing in coaching, in therapy, doing the inner work that I talk about all the time, like I am ready to meet my future version of myself. But then there's the present version of myself that's like, wait, whoa, we're not ready to move yet. Let's do this and let's keep working on this. But I'm ready to go to this next level. So I feel like there's this internal pull where I'm reaching out to my future version of myself and I'm holding that hand tightly. And I hope you can follow me here. But then the present version of myself, like I'm slipping away from. So I'm letting my hand go from that. But this is what I feel inside. And there's this, I don't know, like I can feel it all internally. And so when I got back from the Rise conference on Sunday, I was walking outside and I was just overwhelmed with emotion that I could not stop crying. Like every few minutes, I'm just crying. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? And I'm decompressing from everything that happened at the conference, feeling all of the feels. And I'm like, you are shifting. You are shifting into that next level, and it's very uncomfortable. And the thing is, as I've been doing all this work, this is exactly what I wanted. Like I said, I've been fighting to get emotionally and mentally healthy. And now I am there where I am so grateful for the life that I get to live. Like, I feel so damn good about my life right now. And this is what I've been striving and working so hard for. So there's this bittersweet, like, yes, this new version of me I get to experience, but I'm leaving an old part of me behind. And I can feel it. I can feel it. And so I haven't been as active on social because I'm still trying to find my way and I'm not ever going to be fake or try to front or anything like that. But that is where I'm at right now. And it's like everyone wants to grow to their next level, but please know that there will be growing pains. There will be a shifting that you feel, especially if you've been doing the work to change your life. And it's not going to be easy. In fact, it will be very, very, very uncomfortable. And I encourage you to make sure that you have a solid support system of people that you can just be open and honest with. And so, this conversation that I'm having with you now, I've had the conversation with a few of my close friends. I've also had a conversation with my husband. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be overly deep or woo woo, but this is what I'm feeling. And every single person, like, has said to me, like, it makes sense. I understand what you're feeling. And so to have that safe space of not feel like I'm going crazy, but like I feel understood, like that means so much to me. So these are the things that I'm learning about myself as I am in this space of growing pains. And again, I don't mean growing pains in a negative way, but that's the only word or phrase that has come up. Number one, the growing pains are so worth it. Like they're so like I again am very grateful for this experience. I'm grateful for this level of clarity that I have. And what I know to be true is this is not the time to quit because I'm uncomfortable or because I'm crying every so many minutes or hours or what have you. This is not a time that I revert back to my old habits and my old ways. This is the time where I push through and keep moving forward because the goal for me is to get closer to my future self. And I've already envisioned what she looks like. Like I can see the future version of Siobhan in my head. And she is so happy. She is so full of joy. She is successful emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. She is the happiest that she's ever been. And that is the woman that I'm striving to get to. And I am not willing to let my present version of myself that wants to pull me back to my old ways get in the way of that. And so, yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will be uncomfortable, but you got to fight like hell to meet the version of the woman that you want to become. Number two, I'm allowing myself to feel all the feels. When I'm feeling happy, when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling confused, there's times when I'm like, I just have to get in my bed and just lay down and be okay with that. I'm not forcing myself to get back into work because I understand that I'm in purpose. I am living out my life's calling. What's for me is for me and that it won't pass me by. But I have to allow myself to sit in what I'm feeling right now. And I have to be patient with myself. The third thing is what I learned about myself, especially attending a personal development conference like this. I need time to recover and get back centered. And so, what I did was I scheduled a Reiki session that I'll be having in a couple of days to align my chakras, to restore my energy, and all of that. And so, recovering when you're doing emotional work is so, so, so important. Number four, as I just mentioned, I am honoring that I've done a hell of a job getting to this space that I'm at right now, and that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. That is what I have learned. Like, where I'm at right now is where I'm supposed to be, and I can choose to keep moving forward or I can choose to move backward. And as you already know, I have already said this several times, I am going to fight like nobody's business to get to this future version of the woman that I'm becoming. The last thing that I want to share about this is that I had to write a letter yesterday to the old version of myself, releasing the stronghold so that I can start to walk into my future self, right? And so a friend of mine suggested that I write a mantra, thanking myself for getting me to where I'm at today and letting my old version of myself know that, we made it this far because you fought for us and you were so strong to get us here. And I thank you for that, right? And that I'm now ready to meet the future version of the woman that I can become because she's ready to impact millions of lives all over the world. And in order for me to do that type of work, I have to be emotionally and mentally healthy, which I am, right? And that everything that I need, I already have, and we're going to be okay. And so as I wrote that letter, I cried, but I felt a sense of peace when I was done because I'm like, yes, this is it right here. So the final piece that I want to share, the last day of the Rise conference in Toronto, there was this young lady that walked up to me and she said, I just have to compliment your energy. She said, I've watched you for the last 3 days and your energy lit up this room. And I was like, whoa, because it caught me so off guard. And she was like, and that's all that I want to tell you is that your energy is shining so bright. And I said, please give me a hug. And we hugged. And I'm sharing that to say that is the greatest compliment that someone can ever say to me is that they see my energy and they feel my light. Because what that says to me is that I am in purpose and you are witnessing me being my most authentic self. And that is all I want is to show up boldly, being fully Siobhan, and that there's no uncertainty, and it's just me being fully myself, and that other people can witness that and be blessed because of it. Whew. So, your action step this week is very simple. Commit to doing the work, even when it's uncomfortable. Don't you ever quit on yourself, even when it gets hard. You have to keep going no matter what. And stay connected with people who will allow you and make space for you to be yourself that you can continue to grow with. If you're looking for that type of community, that type of outlet, I invite you to join the Be Free Inner Circle because that is where women get the benefit of being connected with yours truly, and they get the accountability, they get the coaching, they get the support, they get a space to just be vulnerable and share what's on their heart without being judged, and know that they're around a like-minded group of women that's going to help them flourish in their life. So I invite you to join the waitlist at BeFreeInnerCircle.com to come hang out with us. I want to remind you that the Be Free Life class is happening on March 28th, and it's all about freeing yourself from fear. It is happening in Cleveland, Ohio, but I don't care where you're at. You can come join us. People are traveling all over to attend the event, and we're going to be talking about how to identify your fears, the practical things that you can put in place so that you can feel the fear and move forward anyway. And then also there will be laser focused coaching on your specific issue so that you walk away feeling lit up inside, that you are glowing in your own life and you know exactly what you need to move from fear to flourishing. All right. And so all materials will be provided. All you need to do is invest in yourself by purchasing your ticket today at BeFreeLifeClass.eventbrite.com. The link is in the show notes. And then also, this event will be catered by Vegan Vicky. Her company is called Urban Sweetness, and she's going to honor us with a delicious meal that I can't wait for you to enjoy. So, definitely, no matter where you're at, invest in yourself. Surround yourself with women who are doing the work and stop procrastinating and feeling like you can do this on your own. Because if you could, you would be further along than you are. Thank you for allowing me to be in your ears this week. If this episode resonates with you, share it, share it, share it on social media. I would love for you to tag me at Be Free Project. And please take a moment, take a minute to leave a 5-star review and share what you love about this podcast. That way, more people are able to find it and can get the help that you're getting from it as well. So, as always, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, girl, be free.